Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my Funnel Friday series. Today we're going to be building a funnel for Steel Roots. This is one of my biggest clients. We have smashed out a lot of funnels for them, and this is why it's important to develop processes so you're able to scale rapidly, spend less time when you do things. So today's lesson is a lesson on creating a process because I build so many funnels for them because they have so many different products and we're running, ads for, to drive traffic to these different products. So it was important that I created a funnel structure that I can replicate whenever I need to. So check it out. So you can see here are all their funnels. I have two funnels that I clone regularly. So there's this one. No, not that one. Sorry. Yeah, this one. So this one is because there's a custom thing that you have to put in there. Because if you were to order this product, you'd put your own last name. So we have the family name here. And then here's another funnel example. And here's the other one. It's got a two-step order form. This is where they don't need to have a custom input. They can just order the product. So if you take a look at my notepad here is a list of new funnels that need to be created. These are funnels I've created so far. Stability, Compass, and Moon Love, I've already done those. That's why I marked them with an asterisk. So now we're going to go through the Route 66 sign process. So I'm going to start off by cloning this one. Because like I said, I just need the two-step order form. There's nothing custom. And this, being able to clone a funnel is one of the things I like the most about ClickFunnels, is because you can build processes like this. So if you run an e-com store or something and you're always need a new funnel for new products, just do this. It works. So the first thing I'm going to do is go rename the whole funnel. So this one is Root Special. Alright. I'm going to update all your paths and names so everything lines up. So if a customer goes to your funnel, you don't want them to go to root.steelrootsupport.com/moonlove. You want them to go to Route 66 because that's the new product that we're building for. And paths can't have spaces, that's why I use dashes. Alright, so now that we got that, I'm going to do this here. Alright, so now it's for a Route 66 sign, so I'm going to just search, open road travel. Need a trailer. Just need open road travel. Images, here we go. And then you want it to be larger than 2 megapixels because it's for a background. gonna fit. Alright, so now instead of pink, I'm gonna pick a color that's gonna go with this image. So maybe the blue from this hood, or maybe a green like in this meadow here. Let's try this. Alright, and then I'm gonna change this headline to black. And then I'm going to change the sign. Let's see if I already have it. If I don't, I'll have to pull one from this site. But as you can see, they're an e-com store and they have plenty of products. So I'm going to be building a lot of funnels for these guys. And I don't have one, so let me do this. Alright. Route 66. Alright. And now I'm going to just try to come up with something witty about traveling. care for this blue. Now that I've been looking at it, let's try green. And instead of this, let's try change the button color. But it takes a little bit longer because, you know, I write all this copy from scratch. They don't provide me copy, so that's the copy is probably the longest part of the whole process, actually. And to share with your friends, this is a nifty little butt element where people can share this link with their friends. So if they're not going to buy it, maybe their friend will. I always put the headline in here, because that's what's going to show up on Twitter when they share it on Twitter. Alright, now I got to do the integration to the list. Alright, and since I cloned it, the tracking code from Facebook is still in there. The scripts that I needed for the shopping cart and everything to work are still in there. Because I'm going to show you guys a nifty script that I use to give people the ability to select more than one thing, which is not a built-in function for ClickFunnels. Alright, SEO metadata. This is what people see when you do actually share the link. Alright, save that. Now that's done. I have to update the thank you page. Alright, and then this here, let's go with a different theme. That's horrible. Do this. There we go. And then this is going to be root. Share your love for the open road. Alright, save that. I don't have to modify metadata because I made it generic, so, and the tracking code of course is still in there. They're going to count as a lead, and then purchase is going to be $66. So that'll go back into the Facebook pixel. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to map the domain to the funnel. I've already built the CNAME on DNS for these, so they're already set up. But if you do want to run a CNAME, a subdomain like this for a funnel, you have to create a CNAME for this subdomain in DNS for wherever you bought your domain at, whoever handles your DNS for the domain. Alright, so you get this message, want to confirm, so Route 66 special, associate funnel. You want to make sure it says verified. Once it says verified, now we're going to secure it for purchases. Add SSL. SSL always takes a few minutes to go through, so what I do is I wait for the page to refresh. Alright, and then now I'm going to duplicate this product. and then we're going to call it CF, because you want to prefix, that way you can identify your products in ClickFunnels easily, because you'll see once we get in there, it's really difficult to select the exact product when you just have tons and tons of products. So we're going to call it CF Route 66 Special. Duplicate product images. Alright, and then we're going to take it out of the online store so people can't see ClickFunnels products. We're going to take it out of these collections so it doesn't pop up in the store. And then I have a CF product collection that's hidden from the store already. And then we'll change the price here to $66 so it bills correctly. Save. Alright, now once that's done, we can go here to the funnel. Go to products, and then we can add the product in. So this is going to be Route 66. And the amount is $66. Let's say $6 with free shipping. This is how it will display on the order form. And then we'll call it Route 66 Special. Fulfillment email. If you do not empty these out, these default emails will go out to your list. You don't want that. So just empty them out and they won't go out. Shipping. It's already linked with Shopify. So now you'll see, you'll just scroll down and find CF. Boom. And then Route 66 should be in here. Okay, it didn't pop up. So what I'll do is I'll just uncheck this, create the product. Then let me go check the domain. This is just something I'm doing to kill time. Alright, it's enabled. Now I will go back to the funnel, refresh the page, so it'll refresh the connection to Shopify. Go back into products and see if the new product is in there. We'll just edit this product, go to the shipping tab, find CF, there we go, and it's still not showing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out. I'm going to go back to Shopify, confirm that it's in here. Yep, it doesn't need to be saved, so I know for sure it's in Shopify. There it is, CF Route 66 Special. Update product. So now this will auto-fulfill and come through as an order in the Shopify store. So now let's go incognito. root.steelrootsdecor.com. And boom, there's our funnel. And then let me show you guys that. Good, and so you can see the quantity, so they can order up to 5 of these if they wanted to as gifts. So, or if you have multiple finishes, so like these guys do, natural, torch, copper, and torch copper. Let me show you the one I just finished, Moonwell. Alright, so you can see they can get like, oh, I want 1 polish, 2 coppers, oh, definitely want 5 torch coppers and 1 natural. Boom, now they can get all of these in one. This is not a built-in ClickFunnels feature. This is a custom script that I have on here. So that is it. I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. So now I can go ahead and put my asterisk here because I finished that funnel. And root dot steel roots decor.com. Alright, I mean, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in for this week's episode of Funnel Fridays. Make sure you are creating processes so you can scale. That should be the one thing you take away from today is everything you do should be a process that you can easily teach to someone else. That way you're not the single point of failure in your business. So try to create a process around everything that you regularly do, especially if it's something like this where you're cycling products constantly with paid advertising and you always need a new funnel. Come up with a nice template per se that you can just clone and reuse and add new products in. This is Big Marv. Thank you guys for watching. One